Hello and welcome back to LFC News. In today's video, we have some huge Liverpool news as the Liverpool have been handed a massive boost going into the next few games. We will go over this in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But before we do, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. So let's get into our first story today. So in Arne Slot's pre-match press conference for tonight's game, he went off on a bit of a tangent. And one of the topics he did go over was Dominic Szoboszlai potentially being used as a long-term right winger. So as we went over yesterday, Mohamed Salah is nearing the end of his Liverpool career. It really hasn't gone well for him this season. He has not replicated the numbers he was reaching last season. He looks like a shadow of the player he used to be. Now he's got a contract running until 2027. As we all know, he signed that massive contract last season. But yeah, things just haven't really worked out for Salah. And it's looking like he could be departing to Saudi Arabia next season. Now, if you haven't watched yesterday's video, make sure you go check it out because we dive into that topic a lot deeper than what we're going to go over today. Because today we're going to talk about Dominic Szoboszlai. So as I mentioned, Arne Slot did speak about quite a lot of things yesterday, and one of them was Dominic Szoboszlai potentially being used as a long-term right winger. However, Arne Slot has admitted it is not nice to see Mo Salah on the bench while rolling out Dominic Szoboszlai as a long-term solution on the right wing. Now, if you ask me, Dominic Szoboszlai has been our best player this season. Does it make much sense playing him out of position? No, not really. However, Szoboszlai has played on the wing before. He played on the wing for Leipzig when he played in Germany. Not all the time, and it was on the left, I do believe. However, he has proven this season he can be effective from the right-hand side, obviously filling in at right-back very, very well. So it did beg the question, could Dominic Szoboszlai be used as a right winger going forward? Could he be the replacement for Mo Salah? And Arne Slot seems to think no. And we're going to get into that today. So this article does says, with Salah on the sideline, Slot played a 4-2-3-1 in possession with Szoboszlai on the right, dropping deeper when defending to create more of a 4-3-3. This worked well for Liverpool as the Hungarian's role contributed to greater defensive solidity in front of Joe Gomez at right back, which really worked. Joe Gomez was solid at right back, to say that he hasn't really had a good run in games in a good few years. Joe Gomez looked like he's been in this Liverpool team forever. He was solid against West Ham, and I'd like to see him play there very, very soon once again. I think he's earned a chance to really stake a claim for the position. And then obviously, like it said, Dominic Szoboszlai, who did drift out onto that right-hand side, was very effective in front of Joe Gomez, created that defensive solidity as it says there, but also Szoboszlai was very dominant on the attack. However, Slot told the media, including the Liverpool Echo, I don't see Dominic as a right winger for the long-term future of this club. Dominic is a midfielder who could help us out at fullback or as a winger if needed, but he's more of a midfielder than a fullback or winger. I don't expect to be in February and March and every single game Dominic is playing at. Okay, so that's fairly positive from Arne Slot. It begs the question what he's going to do to fill the Mo Salah gap. Obviously, Mo Salah heading off for AFCON very, very soon. As it says here, 3 Liverpool games he will definitely miss and 5 more he could. So potentially 8 games without Mo Salah is a lot of time. And we do really need somewhat of a permanent solution, really. As like I mentioned before, Salah could be leaving the club very, very soon. But yeah, a thing that was important for me to do is that some other guys, we were going more man-to-man than in this game. So the last line of 4 could stay more in place. Dominic, as we know, runs from 2, and that was helpful in that game. But in long-term future, we should have a winger playing wing, midfielders play midfield, and defenders play defend. That is fair enough. I do understand that, and I do kind of agree with Arne Slot. However, you've just spent all this money on players like Florian Wirtz, who wants to play in that number 10 role, in that attacking midfielder role, that Szoboszlai seems to be playing incredibly well in. And it's like, why not just try him on the right? Just because he's not a natural right winger doesn't mean he can't play right wing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. And we're going to get into our main story today. As Liverpool are set for a double injury boost, as Arne Slot has provided some updates. So Arne Slot has provided a positive update on injured duo Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong. The Liverpool right backs have not played in any of the Reds matches since the return from the November international break, with Slot forced to deploy Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones and Joe Gomez in that role over the last 3 games. But you should have more right back options in the coming week, with Slot confirming Bradley returns to training on Monday, and could be available to face Leeds United this weekend, which is very positive. As I mentioned, Joe Gomez, he's got to be given a chance. Conor Bradley can be a bit hit or miss. Jeremy Frimpong, we haven't really seen what he can deliver yet. But yeah, let's read at what Slot had to say. So, Conor going to training yesterday's session for the first time. Team training, he's not everything 100% yet, so we have to manage that a little bit. So don't get your hopes up too soon, too fast. The good thing is he does certain things with the group already. We expect the same with Jeremy next week. The 2 of them will come back, but unfortunately we play a lot of games in the upcoming weeks. Jeremy at least will be training with us, but we'll miss out on at least 3 more games. For example, I hope Conor is available for Leeds. Okay, so that is incredibly positive news. Obviously, right back has been a bit of a problem position so far this season. As we mentioned, Dominic Szoboszlai filled in really well at right back, but as it seems with Arne Slot, he doesn't want the Hungarian filling in there long term. And Joe Gomez, we still don't know what's going to happen with Gomez. You know, he's certainly earned, in my opinion, he's certainly earned the opportunity to show what he can do. He put in a solid display against West Ham, as I mentioned. So yeah, I think Gomez should play tonight. I think Gomez should play against Leeds, as long as tonight goes well. And if that's just what's working, then, you know, try it out. See how it goes. Maybe Gomez is the answer for Liverpool. But let me know your thoughts down on the comments section below, and give me some score predictions for the game tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.